Sooner the better.
All right, Shalom, Shalom. All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
We are the real Hebrew Israelites of GMSLouisianaSaints camp, coming back at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, bow their face to the east, giving all infinite honor and glory and praise to who?
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakakadai.
Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and sanity to the elect men who push this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shalom.
Shalom.
Right? Shalom, man. And we're going to get into straight prophecy. All right? As the days go on, okay, which is getting shorter right now. How about Shabbat Shah? It's short these days right now, as he says he's going to do. They're speeding up. We don't know whether the first day is going to be the 30th day, according to the Gregorian calendar. All right? Prophecy is happening right now. We wait on the centerpiece of prophecy is going to happen right now, man.
Gregorian calendar.
Yeah, that shit ain't even fucking matter, man. Kill that shit, man.
That's fucking chaos.
That shit is garbage, man. Okay? We keep your Howard Bashim Yahweh Shai's calendar, man, according to the moon. All right? If you brothers have that app. All right? Come on.
Revelation 13 and 15.
No, go straight to the point. Just get straight to the point.
I'm gonna flip, right? Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor,
Yep.
free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Right. You see, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, not white, who's red, okay? The Amalekites, the Rothschilds, okay, implementing their system right now. Okay? They're saying what? We need a Catholic society. Globally. Not just over here in Babylon, America. Russia has gotten out of the dollar right now. China has said fuck the dollar right now. Iran has said fuck the dollar right now. Okay? They want their own reserve currency right now. Give me 7, 9, 1 and 10 real quick, all right? Okay?
Stepping out 1 and 10. Stepping out 1 and 10.
Yeah. So this Catholic society is going to happen up on the earth, man. But before these things happen, man. All right, go ahead, huh?
I get it. You know, all our machines fucking up. Except for now, 1 and 10. I got it, Elder. I got it. Except for now, you're 1 and 10. Mine should be 1 and 2.
Mine too. It's the weather, bro. It's the weather.
And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be noise of a cry from the fish gate.
Yeah.
From the what?
From the fish gate.
Fish gate.
Fish game, man.
That's when you start fishing.
You fishing that, man. In rivers. Everybody want to put their money into these economic system, to the stock market, which is going down. You know what I'm saying? The Dow dropped, SP dropped 600 points, 598. Okay, according to the day, it's on a downward spiral. Okay, ain't nothing you can do about it. All right. Nah. Hey, and we're gonna throw your fucking grade out there. See what you can get out of here. You want to get your PPE loans, okay? You want to get your federal unemployment. Esau put money on top of it, get you niggas to go out there and get it, man. But don't get me wrong, if it's out there for you to get it, then get it. But don't put your faith into it. Rely on this beast system, man.
Don't believe on it.
Right. Right, bro. Go ahead.
And a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
That's what the Lisa, the most high Yahweh Shema is planning right now. A great crashing. Okay? To implement a digital dollar. CBDCs. Okay? Central bank digital currencies, man. The dollar's gonna go digital right now. Okay? It's coming, man. Ultimately leading up to that Revelation 13 and 16, man. Alright? Go ahead, huh?
Verse 11. How, ye inhabitants of Matesh, for all the merchant people are cut down.
Yeah.
All they that bear silver are cut off.
Right. Whether you have your silver, your gold, and they're saying right now silver is even better than gold right now. How rich is going to profit you in the day of the most highest wrath?
Come on, right?
Make it make sense, man.
Let me get a quick precept just to back you up, and I'm going to go back to your precept.
Yeah.
All right. Behold, it's like Isaiah 13:17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Right, man. The Medes are not going to delight in any of these things. The Most High is going to stir them up. He didn't say Iran. He didn't say North Korea. He didn't say China. He specifically said the Medes, which are the Russians. They're going to come against this place, that old Soviet.
Russia, and Persia.
Right, bro.
Because you gotta look at it like this. When it says the Medes was a part of the Persian Empire.
Yeah.
The Persian Empire was a part of the what?
Yeah.
Media.
Media.
The Median Empire. Y'all gotta know them things. You know what I mean?
Persian Empire.
What stirs them up is what stirring the Medes up is the Persians, because they're messing with their silver and gold when they're messing with Persia.
Yeah.
They're attacking Persia. They're messing with their interests.
Yeah, because Iran, the United States, the Eagle, had 7 countries that they wanted to invade within these last few years, and Iran was last on the fucking list. Okay, so Russia has been what? Supplying Iran with nuclear weaponry, man. So when an eagle pecks at the Middle Persian Empire, which is what? That ram, those two horns, okay, it's starting a mess. And it's not physical, it's diplomatic right now.
That's right.
Okay? The trade war leads to what? To
actual wars. Hey, if I may land back off of the brother, the elder apostle just did a video stating that Russia is not part of the 7 heads, and the Most High did that strategically. He's not part of the 7 heads. He's
Go
ahead,
if he was a part of the 7 heads, how would the 7 heads get taken down? If they're all on seven platforms of agreement.
Make it make sense.
Somebody got to be outside of that fucking 7, right? And there's a reason why, when you look at the beast, 7 heads and 10 horns, you don't see the name of who?
Russia.
You got it.
That's just to show that spiritually, set up through the Spirit, the Most High being messy, and he set that variance from the beginning, just like the variance he set.
Well, I'm establishing the beginning. That beginning is those toes being separated, poured iron, clay.
Come on,
That's the genesis of what he's talking about. Go ahead.
Scripture.
Which can be found in the Bible. Well, go ahead.
Right. That's right. But that's just the way that the Most High had this set up through the Spirit, and it has to play out down here, what I like to call under the sun, man. All right. So just to land back and whatnot, the Most High has those guys set up to take down that beast. All right. And some of those heads are going to turn on the other heads, but ultimately, according to the scriptures, the media Russian, what you call that? They agreement that they have, they're allies. Persia.
That's ancient Persia.
So the Russians and the Russians and the Iranians are going to take this motherfucker down, man. And they're going to do it. And hear what I'm saying? They're doing it through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because they're still serving. When they send those missiles over here, they're serving him. And to let you know that they're serving him, he's going to help them out. He's going to be like, look, they hit the button, angels. They have some nice technology, but look, y'all got them motherfuckers. I don't want them laser guys. I want an angel guy, man. So the Lord is actually helping them out to further his enterprise, not theirs.
The Spirit of the Lord, which is fire, is going to be in the business, man. Okay? So Russia is backing Iran. It's in Ezekiel 38th chapter, man. And here it is, the Russian foreign minister said what? We don't try your luck. Don't try your luck. We're not joining NATO. NATO was what? The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the ECC. April 4th, 1949. Get the facts right, man. Okay? Russia don't want no part of that, man. They want to be separate. The Most High got them separate to come against Babylon the Great. All right? There's some out.
Yeah, backing your luck. That's what the scripture says. Lord of hosts, muster up the battle. If you've been paying attention, going into what y'all was doing, and the howling from the fish gate, that shit's happening all over the world. All right, these countries aren't going to have a choice but to participate in World War III, man. That's what World War I and II was. Right? After they Esau won World War I and II, and they get the benefits, they get the resources from it, man.
False and
So
false.
Lord, you can see in the news, the Lord been putting them in a situation. Even making sure they got water shortages in China, right?
Gas in the UK.
Gas in the UK. He is orchestrating this world, man. Making sure in Russia they got inflation, but they keeping it down. But you know how Esau do, they're just keeping it down, like, but they ain't no real money.
Yeah. And to back the word up, what the Lord is basically doing, He's just creating a very, very strategic environment for what has to go down. All right, like when you're dealing with the human body, a virus cannot survive in an alkaline-rich environment. All right, and oxygen, no, alkaline and alkaline. All right, in the last days, these prophecies cannot pop off unless the environment is welcoming and inviting toward hostility, sin, going on, and all of these different things that's happening militarily, man. The Most High making the environment for these different groups of people to hate one another, for these different groups of countries to go back on their old ass Psalms 83 decrees, man. Their agreements, man. The Most High doing it on purpose.
Right. It's Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him.
Who's red on the face of the earth? So-called white man. Horse means power. Okay, in 2021, what is the power of your vehicle measured as?
Horsepower.
What?
Horsepower.
Do I need to say more?
No, you do. You ain't talking. We ain't fishing for them.
Power, according to vehicles in this society, is measured by horses. It's measured by horses. Okay, quote me when I say it, Akram. It's measured by horses. Google exactly how I said that. For those of you smart guys. But the smart guys really get it.
Full of shit.
They're going to do exactly what you tell them to do. Simple as fuck. So for you smart guys out there, go look that up. Y'all need 3 minutes? Let's give them 3 minutes. It's going to take a 3-minute break. I'm serious, Doc. I'm telling you. I've been in that. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. And this be Jake that speak good as a motherfucker. When it comes to shit like that, they get handicapped, bro. Really? He was a guy. Yeah. That's not supposed to be in the camera. But yeah, just give him a little time. Get a comment board sometime to talk a little shit. You know? Stir up a little commotion.
Must have sucked up.
Yeah. We just giving you naysayers a little time, man. We'll give y'all a little time. Give them a little time to put all that bullshit they can put up there. And then we're going to go in. Right now is the time for you naysayers to put all your compliments in there. Your comments, your disbeliefs, what you don't agree with. Put it up there. Put it all up there. And we're going to see what this says the Bible says. Hey, they've been holding these scriptures for a long time. So they got to be right. So I'm telling y'all right now, if they're not right, they full of shit. Because they've been holding these scriptures for a long motherfucking time.
You got some precept, though. This is what you do right here. 1 Corinthians 1:20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe?
What is it?
Where is the disputer of this world?
He on the internet. That's what he is. He on the internet. Go ahead.
That's how Paul was feeling, man. Just like you. Have not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world?
Yeah, man. And all that internet bullshit that y'all think y'all finna pull, you finna be look like a fool, man. Okay, you can't argue with truth. You can't argue with experience. When you look at these guys, these Negroes, y'all all in there? Let me make sure y'all all in there. Y'all in there? Look at Carl black ass, man. Okay. Go off in that thing, you heard? Hey, man, we look. I do all that to say this, man. We done been through that shit. Same shit y'all going through. Why the fuck we out here? What we out here for? For our health? Because we went through, we experienced the same shit y'all motherfuckers experienced. Okay, go ahead.
Back on Revelation 6 and 3, 6 and 4, and it says,
So hold on, we read it again.
Revelation 6 and 4, and it says, and there went out another horse that was red.
Right? It went on another power. All right, we already know. You buy a car in 2021, you measure the speed of that car according to what?
Horsepower.
What power?
Horsepower.
Read that again, huh? Make sure we understand.
Hey, them GMC trucks, them all F-150s, they run off a horsepower, man.
Silverado.
The Silverados.
Them are some fast motherfuckers.
Believe that.
But it's a reason they possess more horsepower than Ford, than Dodge. That's the reason you can hop in a Silverado and just cruise by one of them bitches. It's about the horsepower. Right, bro. But you Negroes don't know how to shop for horsepower. It's a horsepower.
It's pretty. I like the way it looks.
Yeah, it's about the way it looks. How big the rim, you can get up under the wheel rail.
You get the wheelbase.
That's how Jake shop.
You get that goddamn Silverado.
How many lies can I tell this bitch and get away with it? That's how Jake shop. Okay, go ahead.
Right? It said, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him.
So it went on another house. You out there selling Esau, but the Lord said there's another house, the real horse that went out and said what color it was.
Right? And it said another horse that was red, and power was given to him.
So the Lord went beyond you and said, well, hey, he ain't represented, right? So let's go ahead and give the power to these are the Edomites. And this is what the Edomites are going to do. Yeah. Okay. There's a couple more prophets that are going to come in and say what this going to do. How he's going to do it. Okay. Some of y'all asses, man. Okay. Sit right here. Yeah. I'm going to put you on child support. I'm about to take one of your legs from you. And I'm just going to fuck your mind up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really hurt me. Y'all understand that? Y'all agree to that opinion? Okay, cool. That's how the Lord get down. Okay. I'm a victim of that. That's how the Lord get down. I am a victim. Man, when the Lord came to me, it was like this, yo. You finna suck that child support shit up and follow me, or you can get the fuck on with it, daddy. I didn't say something else. Or you can get the fuck on, little daddy. He told me, little daddy. Y'all know how that belittles me? Little daddy. I'm sharing a spiritual conversation that I had with y'all while y'all was sharing. I'm no bullshit. Some of another man acknowledge you as little daddy. How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel? Little daddy. Say it, daddy.
You make me feel small right there, man.
Say it, daddy. He ain't ready.
Shit like that.
And big brother knows that will trigger his men. Man. He know that that's what trigger his men. Like, Lord, don't insult me like that, Lord. Like, with all due respect, don't insult me like that. Have I ever been a game player? Have I ever been somebody bullshitting? You know, you're gonna step in for yourself, right? So how the fuck you think the Lord feels when he gotta intercede to Yahweh for the dumb shit your black ass did? And when you did those sins, you knew that Yahweh, right, was the one that's gonna have to answer for you. You knew that Yahweh was the sacrificial lamb. Right? upon you doing these things. So when you did these sins, you already had the prenuptial of knowing that somebody else was going to be suffered, or going to have to suffer for what you did. Let's talk about a just power, man. Come on. Like, we all claim to serve a just power. How much wicked shit have we did in the name of somebody that we know? Well, Lord, I know you're going to listen to his ass. So when he asks for forgiveness for everybody, throw me in there. How many prayers have you pushed out there on the strength of a sincere man? So the new challenge is this. The new challenge is put a prayer up for yourself and live up to everything that you cry to the Lord that you're going to do in order for him to bless you with. Just take out the time to live up to those things. Once you do that, you're going to realize, man, it's easy as fuck to please man. If I could please the Lord, what the fuck is the man of the Lord? If the Lord is pleased with me, why am I worried about what a man of the Lord feels about?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. I know.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Hebrews 7:22, it says, by so much was Yahushua made a surety of a better testament.
Okay. How was Yahushua made a surety? Give me some examples. That's very fucking simple. How was the one you ignorantly called God and Jesus Christ? How was he made a surety? They had communication going on. The only way you can be for sure about something is another person of the same body to come and what? Commune with you and tell you every fucking thing they know. Anything less than that, you establishing yourself as my enemy, man. Because now I gotta play mind games against you. Because you didn't already came at me like that. You gave me 87% of what you know, and you keeping the 23% to yourself. That's an enemy move. So if you don't tell me everything, please don't expect me to tell you everything. And please don't expect me not to know that you're not telling me everything. You know what I'm saying? Because if you feel like that, then that make me feel like you think I'm a dumbass nigga. That make me feel like you think I'm a slow ass nigga. That you can just play on my top. If I don't come at you aggressive. You see what I'm saying? So you see the obstacle you create for yourself. You know, everything could be gravy. Then all of a sudden, mind games coming out of nowhere. But damn, they probably ain't never came at me like this. They probably ain't never asked me a double-edged question before. Y'all know what a double-edged question is?
A loaded question. Yeah.
They probably ain't never asked me a double-edged question before. But now he got an entourage around him. You know, he got a view count on his YouTube page. He got a subscription rate on his YouTube page. All right, Flick boy, I see where you come from. You gotta be niggas now. So I gotta be the best nigga that I know how to be. Why do we have to do that? Y'all know the Lakers very good at being niggas. So why do we have to play the nigga game? When are we gonna be allowed to play the sincerity game? That's the game I wanna play. I wanna play the game of who can be the most sincere when it comes to your how about shit. That's the game I want to indulge. Playing that other shit with me, you're not gonna win. We done melted niggerdom already. We done. You fucking. You know why you Negroes are the most exploited? Because y'all the easiest to figure out. That's why these other nations come in your community, build up a fucking store, extort your black stupid bitch ass,
Hey, yeah,
and win.
That's why the Most High raised up Satan to do what? Teach us how to be niggas. That was his job. to teach us wickedness.
Yeah.
Teach us how to be niggas.
Right.
Get
Right,
good.
bro.
Get good.
You know? So yeah.
Some of them loaded questions and shit. 2 Timothy 2:23 says, "But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strife."
And a foolish and an unlearned question is something that you haven't even done the homework behind. You haven't even put forth the effort to find out the answer to the question. But yet you see a fucking camera and you want to look good in front of that camera. So what's that demon going to say to you, black, impotent ass? Impotent ass. That's the opposite of being what? Aggressive. You can't make babies physically or spiritually. Ain't no food coming out your impotent ass. You get it, Jay? So if you're in spirit, that should offend you more than somebody calling you a bitch ass nigga. Impotent ass niggas.
Bringing forth no fruit.
A righteous man,
Yeah.
that should. I say shit to see, you know.
God,
But a righteous man, that should offend you more than somebody calling you a bitch ass nigga. All right, go ahead.
It says, "And the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle."
Oh! What I just said to this brother. Word it from me. He was looking at me the whole time. What I explained to his brother in correlation to what you just read off. Break it down. I know you got it.
You can't be giving these loaded questions like that, man. You can't be coming with that fakeness, man. All right, that's what causes. But that's what causes that strife and contention. Right? When you ask those unlearned questions.
But if I'm disingenuous, what's gonna happen?
Strife.
Confusion. But confusion comes from what?
I got a
communication.
I got a precept about it. This Titus 3:9. But avoid foolish questions. All right? This is a commandment to the servants of Yahweh Shema Shai. Avoid foolish questions.
Hey man, who was strongest? King David. Solid. Hey, who looked the best? Who was the tallest?
And genealogies and contentions.
Their disagreements.
Yeah.
Their debates. Who the tallest?
Yeah.
You know? Who the Lord was dealing with the most? Real quick. Let me finish and then you guys
And strivings about the law.
Go ahead.
For they are unprofitable and vain. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna go down to verse 11.
Stop right there. Those things are unprofitable right now. So who's striving to the men of the Lord, man, to be elect?
That's striving for those.
For things.
Look, I'm gonna say this because we're striving for balance in everything this brother read. We're striving for balance in there. So the fact that we don't have balance in these facts that he's bringing out, because he's reading out the scriptures, okay? It's more of a reason why we need to be crying to Yahweh Shai, which is what this brother's bringing to the table.
Yeah.
Make that balance, huh?
Yeah. We're not talking about those strong genealogies. Not talking about, well, look, I'm from the sin of Gabia, from the Fulani.
But you don't know who you are.
Don't know
What the fuck is being from Senegal gonna profit you if you don't know you're an Israelite? But guess what? Senegal don't mean a goddamn thing.
Right, bro. Right. So when Jake say, he's from Africa, nigga, what part of Africa? You over 50 countries.
I'm from Senegal.
Over 50
Nigga,
dialects.
you still ain't saying you dumbass nigga. The Lord gonna kill Senegalese.
Right.
Senegalese are gonna die.
Right, bro.
And they come in when they say, how can you prove it? Show us a DNA test that you are of the stock of Israel.
That's a genealogy thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wasting
DNA
That's that vain genealogy.
That's how we used to break that scripture down.
Because we had the ability to do that at one point. We had the ability to go back all the way to our fathers.
The book of Ezra.
You see what I'm saying?
Nehemiah and the book of Numbers.
Because these books was available to us at that time, all the way to the Timbuktu. Who knows what Timbuktu is by the show here?
Library in Kush.
In West Africa. That knowledge lasted all the way up to Mansa Musa.
I got a precept for you. Let's talk about that knowledge. Huh? That was our library. That's how we kept history, right? Look what the Lord did, though. Notice I never said the white man. Look what the Lord did. Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thou thyself, shall discontinue from thine inheritance
Cut
that I
off.
gave thee.
Discontinue means to be cut off, man. Okay? Let's stop playing games. When the Lord cut your bitch ass off, he has discontinued you from whatever is promised to the people that you broke away from out of wickedness. You're gonna make sure your bitch ass don't get there. Just off the strip, you playing with him. Come on, play with one of us and see what happens. How much more is the one we serve gonna be? I'm telling you right now, you play on my top, I'm going to do some cutthroat shit to you. If you deliver a blow to me, I am going to deliver a blow to you to make it even. This is us talking as men. How much more Yahweh shot? I'm not gonna sleep at night knowing somebody threw a trap under my motherfucking step, made me slide. Okay, when we on an even playing field, we can laugh, we can joke about it. But until then, bitch, you got one up on me. I'm not gonna go to sleep at night until I make this shit even. And it been like that. Not because it's the truth, but the Lord saw that passion was in us. If I can just focus that passion that nigga got for that goddamn PlayStation 5. You know what I'm saying?
The animal, right?
Hold on,
I'm
I'm gonna go bigger. I go ahead.
There's different things that distracting you from this ministry right now. Okay? And according to First Andrews, it was a what? Before that was it was that woman. And it
Which in this case, in this society, that woman is the PlayStation.
Right, man.
Because that's a woman.
Making love to that bitch, man.
That's a woman.
Bro, the majority of
The way you rub that joint.
all vices that pull you away
The
from
word
truth.
woman is a figurative
Come on, man.
statement, man.
Come on,
That's a symbolism. Symbolism means what? Something that symbolizes a greater cause.
Right.
Okay, your woman arguing and talking down on you and belittling you as a man. Is your world that goddamn small to where you don't believe it's a greater cause than this bitch talking down on you?
Oh.
What's that greater cause? Bitch, it's a reason why you can talk to me like that. There's a reason why you can talk to me like that. There's a reason that empowers you to talk to me like that. That's that spiritual conversation you're gonna say, come on out there.
Yeah. they can't handle that kind of situation.
Exactly.
You're gonna get bitch motherfucker because they can't hold that conversation with you, so they're gonna attack you. So they can persuade the fact that they cannot match on.
They don't want to deal with the real. They don't want to deal with the reality of it. And that is the reason why we separate faction for what? Fiction.
Yeah.
Because we know motherfuckers like that cannot stand in the realm of reality. That's why we stick to reality all the time. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
And y'all put on the comment board when we fictionizing anything. Okay, keep going. Let's keep going.
Hey, and let me say this. According to the book Galatians, the 6th chapter speaks about that word mark. It talks about that word mark being a badge of alliance, man. You're aligning yourself. So when you go into that PlayStation and not this ministry or whatever source it is, you're aligning yourself
with that active source. Don't need the active source out of it. Because a lot of Jake, they'll be like, okay, I can't prove it through nature. I can't prove it through scriptures. But I can prove it through his what's the word they call it when you qualify?
It's credentials.
Credentials. I can prove it through his credentials that what I'm saying is the truth. And that's the argument that y'all take with us.
He's gonna give you a piece of paper.
But hold on, we go through the actual physical time into taking you strategically through tit for tat, precept upon precept, line upon line, historical point from A, B C, D, E, F, and G, and you motherfuckers exclude F, E, G, and F, and D, just so you can have A, B, C, D in order. That's still disorderly.
Hey, and the back the other up, man, it goes back to carnality and spirituality. And that's why the wine of the world can only go so far. The wine of the world, we never said that y'all are dummies, but you can only judge and make judgments and present facts based on your five senses, which limits you. So if a worldly person came up to you and presented you with something, and you looked at it, you're like, okay, it makes sense. But what next? All right. In order to supersede that natural man, you have to bring it to that spiritual man, which goes above the five senses.
There you go.
All right.
Which means you have to exceed that physical fucking man, and become spiritual. You gotta become that spiritual man. That is the test. You know, result into your spiritual judgment versus, oh, that's a white man. He get first come, first serve because he's a white man. The Lord's trying to break his people from that bullshit. That's why he's doing what he's doing psychologically.
Can I say something?
Because he want to psychologically separate y'all stupid ass niggas from thinking like that.
And the reason that they look at that and be like, oh, that's the white man, you got to be right, because they're pulling all of their.
Because he's been right for 500 years.
See, they're pulling everything from those five carnal senses, the same five senses the dog and the cat has, and they're issuing their judgment out with authority based on these five limited.
This is the Lord.
Five limited senses, man. Like I said, what happened?
This is the Lord.
I've seen it with my own two eyes. Who the fuck gave your own two eyes authorization?
Authorize you.
Come on, what? All right? And that's why the spiritual man is at enmity with the carnal man. The spiritual man only has enmity with the carnal man because the carnal man doesn't understand spiritual thinking. It's more so like, really, y'all are offending us. We don't care about y'all. Y'all can go stay over there and y'all can serve us. But when you're dealing with our own bloodline, our family, we have to make that distinction. We have to make that separation.
Yeah.
So when judgment comes down, the Lord can be like, okay,
Righteous indignation on your ass, man.
Just a bag on brother, like talking to one of our younger brothers earlier, man. We just telling him he to be better than everybody. Is that off?
no.
But in this society, that's off to tell your kid that he or she is better than everybody else.
Can I say that? Can I say something on that? Because they're gauging it with their five senses. So they like, he puts his pants on the same way that your son does. What makes him special? Okay, cast those five senses to the side. Let's get spiritual. All right. If you're not an Israelite,
That kills it right there.
yeah.
And you ain't here.
And look, let me just finish this point. And look, now the spiritual man understands the natural man. The natural man doesn't understand the spiritual man. So the spiritual man is going to be the one that's continuously being attacked. But he also knows the true form to defend himself from attacks. We're waiting, bro. Those people have a problem with us. The problem that we have with them is through our
That's the
brothers.
reason we are still in the Memphis tongue. Her.
Bring it out, elders. That's right.
That's the reason we still her.
With her, man.
We her, man. I mean, did luck get us here?
Fuck no.
Come on, man. Yahweh Shah got us here. As the rest of y'all came out there,
That's
man.
right.
Yahweh Shah got you
That's
there.
right.
He had pleasure in you to say that I am pleased in these guys. Okay? I'm gonna put my spirit in them. But what I'm not gonna allow nobody to do is corrupt my word. Break my word down wrong. Mislead the elect. That's all we out here to emphasize. So if you got a problem with that, then let us know out the gate. You wasn't on the right agenda from when the Lord gave it to your ass, man. Because one thing I witnessed before Yahweh Shah went back to the Father. And all y'all had y'all time with Yahweh Shah. I had my time with him. He left everything down here with us, bro. He didn't leave us with nothing to say we're lacking, man. Y'all shall left us with everything. I'm talking about the ancient spirit. I'm talking about our previous reincarnation. We can remember them motherfuckers right now. Why the fuck y'all think y'all here?
Know everything.
No.
Still doing it.
All the tools, all the single history.
I remember y'all shot telling me. It's just natural. Don't nobody have to tell you that. Like it's in my soul. Just that connection with Big Brother. It's already embedded in my soul. Like I don't need nobody to tell me that. I already feel like that. That's why you don't like me. That's where this arrogance is coming from. Because I'm already knowing I'm connected. And I'm saying that generally, us as a collective body. All right.
Let me bring out a precept for you. Now, I'm going to bring out this precept in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 5. Now, this is Paul writing to the church of what? Thessalonica. But I'm gonna make a spiritual connection with what the other was saying. Paul was telling the church, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Now let's hit the rewind, but like the other one just saying, he can remember these things through the spirit. That's why our spirit have intercessory prayers, because there's certain things that our flesh would not allow us to remember. But if Paul can write a letter to the church and say, remember these things that I told you when I was with you, how much more Yahweh Shai, the teacher of everything, the teacher of the truth, the master teacher of the truth, the deliverer, all right, the sheep, all right, our lawyer. If Paul can say these things, how much more Yahweh Shai? Remember when I was with you, and why did I say that? Because he didn't leave us with nothing. I mean, he left us with everything we need to get to where we're trying to go. And the only reason I say trying because we don't know we're part of that number, and that's why you see us as much as you see us, because we're toiling and we're working and we're hoping that we're hoping. That's all we can do. So you strive for the truth of together, man. The Lord will fight for you, man. So we don't know if we are the elect, man. We're striving to, man. But even that diligence, man. Okay, through hope. If we knew we was of the elect, I ain't gotta come out here and do a goddamn thing. You wait for the chairs to come and we get beamed up out of here, that's a wrap. I can say something to piggyback. Go ahead. But I can say this too. We don't know that we are the elect. And we ain't no time wasting guys, but we're not dummies. He think he's an elect man. He thinks he's an elect man. I think I'm an elect man, but we don't know. It's a difference. If he didn't think that he was an elect man, he wouldn't be coming out here trying to make his calling and election sure. You understand? So our actions let you know where our heart is. We're not out here collecting no bills. We're not out here collecting no women. We're not out here getting money. We're not out here getting nothing carnal. Everything we're doing is for tomorrow, and everything we're doing is for our big brother, which ushers in tomorrow, man. When I say tomorrow, I just mean the future, man.
1 Peter 3:15. It says, but sanctify the Lord in your hearts, in your mind. And when you got the Lord in your mind, your actions are going to show it, man, like the brother was going into. And it says, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. Right? So that's the mindset you got to be in this office that has been given to you, man. Right? In this office that you've been had. You got to be ready to answer any man's question. That's a commandment right there.
Yeah, but hey, also, Luke 21, Yahweh said what? Okay, when the great persecution comes, he said not to think upon your own mindset. So I will give you a powerful wisdom that they should not gainsay or come against you, man. Okay?
Think so not what?
Not what?
You already said it, huh?
Yeah, to come against you, man. Okay? They're going to gainsay and come against you, man. All right? Trusting Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. That's what it's all coming down to. It's your faith in trusting the Lord. Yeah, we're going to get taken out of our house. You're going to lose your fucking car. You're going to lose your fucking job.
Have we not been taken out of our own land?
Already, man.
They've already taken you out of your house. The brother talking about taking you out your second house.
Yeah.
Nigga, you done already been taken out of your nationality. Okay? So if you get mad because they taking you out of your 9 to 5, nigga, you need to put up your ass, man. You don't know who the fuck you are according to the Bible, according to secular history. You don't know who you are. Okay?
Yep. Right, bro. Hey, what the brother just read in Jeremiah 17,
17:4. I'm saying he will strip you of your language. That's everything, man. You've been stripped of everything. You have nothing. All we have is each other in this body right now. They don't know what the fuck his land is. You don't know what his heritage is. You don't know the Hebrew language.
They don't know what the Hebrew is, dog. Jake don't know what the Hebrew is, dog. Not even how do you speak Hebrew. Jake don't know what a Hebrew is. You ain't think what is a Hebrew. Just to identify. He don't even know that. And we're not making fun of y'all, man. We trying to get you motherfuckers to fucking think and do something about it, man. Ignorant ass niggas, man. We not praising y'all. We shitting on y'all in positivity in hopes that y'all get the fucking memoir.
Like I said, scourges are sent for amendment, man. The amendment goes back to change, man. Correction. It means reproof, to bring you back. And scourges go into what? These evils. Judgment. That's the amendment getting slapped on your ass. Right, man. I'm going to put that pedal on your ass to get you right. Okay? You still ain't going to get right. All right? Go ahead.
As Mother says, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you for a reason of the hope.
Well, how can you give an answer if you don't analyze something? Come on. Read that again. And just really analyze what Yahweh Shah. This is all the only thing that's talking right now is Yahweh Shah. Okay? Let's take the prophets, let's take all of them out the picture. This is Yahweh Shah's word speaking directly to this man. Okay? Start from the top. Read it again.
1 Peter 3:15. But sanctify the Lord Yahweh in your hearts.
Okay, start right there. It says sanctify. That means to what? Make right. The Lord in your mind before you do anything. Oh shit. I gotta take that.
And it says, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you for a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear.
Right. And then sanctify, go to those elect men. So when you come against us, you want to talk your shit, you want to get into these different prophecies of breakdown, okay? We have an answer for you according to the scriptures. We don't go off our own ideology, okay? We get the scriptures. So when we have these talks among us, off camera, okay? We ask younger brothers coming to this truth, okay? What does this mean? Okay?
We don't ask them.
We don't wait. We
tell them.
Tell them. Then what this mean?
I ain't never asked.
Yeah.
I don't remember asking them, can you please serve Yahweh? Hey man, choose this day, life or death. And that's as far as we're gonna go.
Straight up.
That's when your body.
That's right.
I always throw that out there.
Yeah. All right. So we'll come and you can test them in and ask them by the spirit to see whether you in it or you not.
You know, come up here. It's not in your salvation. Is not in our hands.
Our salvation.
Our salvation ain't in our hands. And the scripture says to work out your own
salvation,
but you can't guarantee shit
for nobody else.
No, we can't guarantee it for ourselves. But all we can do is just try to put as much works up there and just hope that he accepts it, man.
That he have mercy on.
That he have mercy on it. Gotcha. Bring it
out. That he pardon.
That's right. And the scripture says what? Ask thee for the pardon of the former sins. What we did in our other lines, we don't even know. The Most High can do Yahweh Shai can get you for that.
That's right.
And you'll be sitting there wondering, like, what the fuck I just did? I was trying to do everything right. I got a precept behind you. That's where that fear come in at, man. You niggas don't fear Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. Read that again real quick. You got it, huh?
1 Peter 3:15.
Come on.
But sanctify the Lord Yahweh in your hearts.
Right.
And be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you for a reason of the hope that is
of the what?
Of the hope.
A reason.
No, read from the top.
Right. 1 Peter 3:15. But sanctify the Lord Yahweh in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you.
The hope that's in hope, man. The hope is
so
what?
They're putting hope in you to answer their questions.
Right.
You got it?
That's right.
How you gonna answer that?
How you gonna to put the hope in you to get you to believe what the fuck they want you to believe? But we believe according to the scriptures.
If somebody put hope, hold on. If somebody put hope in you, that means they're willing to die
Die for that. Yeah.
Nobody gonna put no hope in somebody.
Right, man. That's how we believe.
Anything that they haven't been convinced enough.
Not being deceived. Ooh.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah. We're not being deceived. So we believe according to scripture. So you can't tell us that what you want us to believe. That shit ain't gonna fly over here, man. That dog not gonna hunt. We're already fully persuaded in our own mind. Go ahead, Al.
Right? That is in you with meekness and fear, but that's the point.
With what?
With meekness and fear.
With that fear, man, you have to have that fear of the Lord up inside of you, man. Daily, man. Okay? That's what put that hope inside of you, man. To know, look, I don't know if I'm a man of the Lord. Okay? But according to hope and according to faith, we believe that, but we don't know. So you're shaking in your fucking boots right now. Okay? Go ahead, Al.
All right, what y'all saying? Being fully persuaded. Having a good conscience.
What the word good means? Righteous. There's no such thing as good outside of righteousness.
Good conscience.
A righteous conscience.
Righteous mind. It says that whereas they speak evil of you as evildoers, they may be ashamed and falsely accuse your good conversation in Mashiach.
Which is the all of all. Right? That's why we have the endurance that we have. Right? That's why we stand firm as we stand firm, because at the end of the matter, that is going to be the case. But it takes faith to even stand firm all the way until that time comes to pass.
Hey, I go to the beginning of that scripture.
All the way from the top.
Yeah, where you started at.
Right. 1 Peter 3:15. But sanctify the Lord Yahweh in your hearts.
Right, yeah. And the only way you can answer a person is you gotta have the word in your mind. That's the only way you can respond to a brother. All right? Like the brother used to tell me when we first started, he was like, hey, I can talk too much. You gotta bring up a precept. Because the Most High's word is what's gonna build a brother
That's
up.
gonna persuade.
It's not your voice that's gonna persuade him, it's the voice of the Lord.
Because the scripture didn't even tell you, if you speak not according to this word, there is no.
For you to answer a person, you have to have.
You gotta speak a bit according to. Hold that big motherfucker up, man. Hold it all the way up. Put it all in there. Let them see how thick that shit is. Oh, hold it like that there. Let them see how thick it is. Hey, man. And we know the whole Bible. Look at this.
I don't think pages upon pages.
And that's why the scripture says you gotta study to show thyself approved as a workman that can rightly divide the scriptures. When somebody asks you a question, they put their hope in you. Hey, you gotta represent your Yahweh Shema Shah right and have that word and give them a precept to answer his question.
And just for edification purposes, we're gonna just play good guy, get bad guy, just for the camera. Hey man, and you have to answer this question. Why are you guys out here? What are you guys doing? All right. So if the Lord possessed somebody to come up there and ask you, what would be your answer?
You gotta give them a precept.
All right. The first precept
according
that
to
comes
what?
up to my mind is,
No, according to the truth.
All right. We're out here, and then you'll bring up Proverbs 1:20. You feel me? And that's an answer, but that's not my answer. But I know it because the Lord put it in me to know it. You know what I mean? Now, that's just the bad you up. Right? Hey, and look, before we digress, let me just say this. That's the times we coming up to now when it says, you will be handed over to governors and leaders for my sake. Come on. And don't worry about what to say. I will give you a mouth full of words.
Yeah. They should have made the game said issue. Bring it up. Like what all y'all brothers were saying. You can so-called right and divide the way of the word, but it has to be through sound doctrine. Jake out there, a lot of Israel camps are calling themselves breaking down the word of the Lord, and that shit is totally the fuck off. It's not sound doctrine. Right. Okay? If you talking about America going to be destroyed, if the everybody chip is a mark of the beast, stuff said the Bible, and you say, World War III is never going to happen, that's violating the Bible way of scriptures. That's going against Revelation 14 chapter, and it speaks about those great lyrics, those 3 lyrics. This Isaiah 61:1. The Spirit of the Lord power is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. Who are the meek? The righteous ones, the elect ones. We're the ones preaching good tidings that America's going to be destroyed, that the Almighty chip is a mark of the beast, that Jacob trouble is coming. World War III. All right.
No.
Get in there. Get in there.
You said that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, you said that we have to prophesy to the meek, right?
Just relate a message to the brothers when they finish.
What happened if you prophesy to the hardy just to bring out why you prophesy to the meek? If you go and prophesy to a bunch of hardy Israelites, what are you gonna get? So you have to go to the meek, man. No, just bag it up. Because people like the other say, what comes first? The darkness or the light? The darkness always comes first, all right? A new day.
You're not gonna appreciate that light until your ass is stranded in that motherfucking darkness.
That's right. Hey, look.
And look, when you in that darkness, what you gonna pray for?
And not just that, elder. If you've been in the light before you came to the dark, you can talk about the darkness.
Talk to him, Mark. Talk to him, Mark.
And that's why the Lord picks
That's called a testimony.
That's right.
That's what the New Testament is. Okay? All right?
So, go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
What you were saying about
But it's a different book, though. Well, according to what they say, it's a different book, though. See, when you just shut all that shit down, what you just said, it's as simplified as it was. That's the entire Bible. But they say otherwise. As good as that song, I'm a die behind what he just said. But they say differently. So who y'all gonna go with? You ain't gotta say nothing else. Who the viewers on the camera, who are you gonna go with? You got them. You can address their ass. I just want to throw it up there.
Yeah. I was talking about that correlation between those that are saying this on that side saying they try to persuade the men of the Lord to what the fuck they think.
What we're supposed to be doing. Like
what? What the teacher is saying. What it was respectable for Daniel's son to disrespect Mr. Miyagi.
There's a reason we ain't got gas masks on prophesying. There's a reason why we look the same way we look. I ain't gonna get in the camera. It's a reason why we look the same way we looked 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. You know, we look the same way. We ain't doing nothing different. But yet, we are not victims of this with the Somebody lying.
Right. Hey, look, let me just say this. Now, we know that the day begins with the darkness and it ends with the light. We know that we were called from darkness into light, okay? So if you in the light, it's safe to say that you can judge darkness and light. But if you in the darkness, that's the only thing that you can judge. So you speaking up on the light and you have no understanding of the light. You have to be judged by the light. By the creator of the light. You feel what I'm saying? If the Lord has not made you an elect man, you have no right to cast out no kind of judgments and make any kind of judgments because you don't know the good and the bad. You don't know the dark and the light. This is above your pay grade.
You don't know the one who created the darkness and the light. First and foremost, according to Isaiah 45:7, you don't know him. Jeremiah 4:22. You don't know a goddamn thing about the Heavenly Father and the Son. But you want to call on this name, you want to call on that name. You don't know shit, man. All right? It's Isaiah 34:1, real quick. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. So when we out here teaching, all nations are going to hear this gospel right now. It's global right now.
Because the gospel represents light, and those other nations represent darkness. So you shine in light in a world of darkness. You got it, right?
Yeah. And we went over that last night, man. That we would the multitude, the great multitude, is going to come out of all these nations that have darkness. Okay. You got to read it. Isaiah 60. They gross darkness to people. Okay. What people? You Israelites. You don't know shit, man. So the light is shining upon you everywhere. Not over here in Babylon, over there in Europe, West Africa, okay, Central and South America, Russia, Wherever you are scattered at. Okay? Go ahead. Yeah, appreciate it.
Second Peter 1:18, and this voice which came from heaven we heard when we were with him in the holy mountain.
There you go. What holy mountain? We were with Yahushua in. Mount of Zion, man. Okay? And his truth is going to flourish in the kingdom of heaven through Mount Zion. That's in the scriptures, man. All right? Go ahead, out.
It says we have also a more sure word of prophecy.
A what?
A more sure word of prophecy.
We're fully persuaded through this more sure word of prophecy, man. Seeing these things happen upon the earth, man. Okay? The four winds are on the table right now. It ain't tearing no more. It's here. Read.
And it says, whereunto ye do well that take ye heed, that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn, and the day star arise in your hearts.
Right, man. That's the spiritual mindset. That laha, man. This word, man, is resonating in our spirit. So we have come out of that darkness, man. Okay, over here in Babylon, the land of the valley of shadow of death, man. All right? We're being brought back, okay? From that, literally from that sword. All right? Go ahead,
All right, to close it up, we're going to close it out on this one. John 1 and 5, to stay on topic, we're going to close it out on this one. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. And look, let me just, I get it. And that's just going back to when you come from the darkness and you called into the light, you can comprehend both sides. When you're in the darkness and you know nothing about the light, only thing that you can comprehend is what your five senses present to you. And if that, because there's some people that with their five senses still judge short, all right? They only pick up 70% of what's presented to them. So we're going to close it out on it. The light understands the darkness, but the darkness doesn't understand the light. The darkness is what's attacking the light, and the light is going to be defended from the creator of the light, the lights.
Let me add on to what you're saying, man. Service is how much about the shine. Most High wanted us to learn darkness. So judges, right? You can't judge the other side if you wasn't a part of it and didn't have an understanding of it. See what I'm saying? The Most High put that evil seed in us from the beginning. What did the angels say? They're going to be just like us, knowing both good and evil. That was the Most High's plan from the beginning.
Let me help you out. No. Keep your train of thought so you can go off of it. And the darkness comprehended it not. Prior to us being, wait,
yeah. So
what is comprehending?
Understood what was going on with this truth, man. All right. If you're in the darkness, all right, and if you're in this truth, you understand the darkness. You understand what the Most High, why the Most High let us fall. All right. But the darkness, when you, like the brother say, just saying the same thing he say, if you're in the world, you don't understand what we're talking about. You're not going to get it because the Most High is hidden in front of you. All right. But we was in that dark and first world, brought into the Most High's marvelous light. All right. So when we come in this truth, guess what we learn? We learn why we went off. Okay. We learn out about this flesh. All right. That's how the truth, the light understands
what not to do. What has you in that darkness you do.
Romans the 7th chapter.
Amendment.
Yeah.
Amendment.
And look, and when you come in the light, you understand why it's hard for you to do right? You understand darkness.
Come on,
you understand darkness.
What Paul wrote, I do the things that I don't.
You see what I'm saying? But a person in the darkness, when they look at us, they don't understand us, right? They say we crazy, pedophile, we off. They don't understand righteousness.
And to keep your train of thought, when they run into the same problems that Paul ran into, and he was like, no matter what I do, he understands where the origin of it came from. They don't, and the only thing that they can say is, God know my heart. He's going to forgive me because he know my heart. Because, really, they can't control themselves. Paul learned how to control himself, but he wanted to go to the origin of the thing that was causing them to go off. And once he got to that origin, he was like, I get it.
I beat my body and I put it in subjection.
Come on.
So I beat my cancer.
I beat my what?
but he knew, Paul knew Esau wasn't the problem. Eve wasn't the problem.
That's the Genesis.
He knew this.
What else?
It started with this body.
The greatest. Esau was the enemy.
No fucking doubt.
No fucking doubt. But
Is he the reason that we in the position we in?
That's why Michael Jackson always said it's the man in the mirror. Because when you go to the mirror, who the fuck you look at it?
Yeah, what Smokey told Craig, he said, "Nah, I ain't put that bitch in your mouth to make you hit it."
Yeah. All right, did Esau put that doctrine inside of Eve? Fuck Eve. Did Esau put that doctrine inside of Adam's mouth and make him eat it? No. Because if Adam would have been like, nah, Eve, you going off. Eve would have been replaced and Adam would have still been in his place of rest, god damn it. He didn't make him do it.
It was all set up to the spirit.
It was all set up to learn. You got an option.
To learn wickedness. He wanted to learn wickedness.
Ultimately, he really gave us something better.
It's all about balance. How about Shema Shah? All about balance. Darkness and light is all about balance. So when you fuck up, we'll bring it to correction, to even it all the way out. Good, and you have evil. You have death, you have life.
And guess what we're going to end up doing with that wickedness? We're going to be using it for our advantage in the kingdom. The same wicked demons that make you go off to the right and left. You're going to have control. No, you're going to have control over them and be able to put them on Edomites. You see them same demons that was keeping us out of the Most High's good graces. All right, those same demons is going to be under our power, and we're going to be able to use them and put them on the heathen.
Right. So with that, face the east, Daniel 6:10, Ezekiel 16, bring it out. Giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to
Yahweh, Hashem, Harakah.
Double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule and teach well. This is blessed to say attention to the elect men who push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Abide with all. Shalom. Next time.
Yeah, I
know.
They being a bit. I ain't gonna say.